Pally, you know what Frank Sinatra always said about martinis, and I'll tell you right now. He said martinis are like women's shoes. One's not enough, and three, well, that's too much. Well, right now, by popular request, I'm gonna show you how to make the perfect martini. It's made with gin, vermouth, and maybe a twist or an olive. It's not made with chocolate milk, it's not made with pineapples, it's not made with milk. A milk in a martini glass is not a bovine martini, it's just milk in a martini glass, okay? So I am gonna show you how to make the perfect martini. Now, the perfect martini is crafted, okay? Now, if you had a martini and you go,
I don't like it, doesn't taste good, I need to put some olive juice in it.
that's terrible. That's because you've had a bad martini, a poorly made martini. You haven't had it made correctly. I hate to say it, but most bartenders don't know how to make a good martini. Sorry, fellas and gals, just because you have straps on, you know, like the suspenders, it doesn't make you a good martini. First ingredient, gin. It's not vodka. It's not vodka. I know a lot of people say,
Well, I want a vodka martini.
there's no such thing. As a matter of fact, it's called a kangaroo. Back in the early days, they had a ton of vodka. Why did they have a ton of vodka? Because it's cheap and it's made out of potatoes. So a lot of bartenders going, how about a vodka martini? Well, it's called a kangaroo. But today, we're going to do the gin martini. You're going to say, Dan,
What kind of gin am I going to use?
well, I'll show you what kind of gin you're going to use. This is called Plymouth gin. And I just started drinking this, and you know, it turns out to be a really good botanical gin. What's a gin? Well, it's an alcohol made with botanicals. Some people say,
It'll taste like drinking pine cones.
it's not pine cones, it's botanicals.
I don't like a flavor of gin. I just want like a gin and tonic.
Well, a tonic is full of sugar water. You don't want sugar water. You want to taste the alcohol.
I want pickle juice. I want to be a dirty martini.
No, you're not going to buy a $75 steak at Del Frisco's and put ketchup on it, are you? First thing you want to do, now I'm going to make it one martini, just one, for me. And so we got to put a little ice, a little less than a half. You don't want cubed ice. You want to go, they say 2.5 parts of gin. I like to go 3 because, you know, it just tastes so good. And a lot of, believe it or not, a lot of the gin sticks to the ice. And so you kind of lose a little bit as well. So you want to go 3. Okay, and that's pretty much 3 shots of gin. Now let's talk about the dry martini. I know it's hip when people say,
Oh, I want it so dry. I just want to whisper the words of vermouth.
no, that's stupid. It's okay to have a little vermouth. Fortified wine, that's all this is. It smells very good, it's very fresh. You want to keep it in the refrigerator when you're done, all right? And I'm gonna go maybe a half a shot, maybe, boom. It's okay, you don't need a ton of it. So you want to get your stir stick made of stainless steel, you stick it in there. And I like to go maybe 15-20 seconds, or a stanza from your favorite Dean Martin song. Como bella c'è la luna, brille strette, strette come butto bella, fastigian, sotto cielo di Roma. That's about 15 or 20 seconds. That's all you need. That's all you need. Now,
Okay, Dan, let's just pour it in a glass and start drinking it.
no, you do not pour it in a glass and start drinking. As a matter of fact, you're going to have a martini glass, and you're not going to find this in a bar, a martini glass that has been properly chilled. So what I do is I take a clean martini glass, and I put water all over it, or if I'm a dirty martini glass, then I'll clean it, and I just keep it all drippy wet, and then I stick it right in the fridge. You set it down, sometimes it just starts sailing around by itself. It's beautiful. That's where you want to put your martini in, okay? You're not gonna get this in a bar. You're not gonna get it at your friend Louie's house watching the Bronco game. You gotta do it yourself. All right, you get your ice strainer, you put it on your glass here, and then, oh, it's the most beautiful noise ever. It's like a waterfall of love. Oh my goodness, listen to that. Listen to that. I'm telling you, crafting the perfect martini, it's heavenly. It's an experience. Half the fun is actually crafting it yourself.
All right, so I'm ready to drink it, right?
No, you want to garnish it.
Oh, okay. Listen, I want 15 olives on a stick so I can wash down the taste of the gin, which I really don't like.
No. There's 2 choices here. You can have your olive, pimento stuffed olive, no cheese. Cheese is good for a hamburger, not for a drink. But you could either have a twist of a lemon twist, not a lemon slice, not a lemon wedge. Please tell your bartender that. And if you have a good bartender, he or she's gonna know what you're talking about. It's just the essence of lemon. Oh my gosh. Here, smell it. Smell it. Isn't that good? Oh, it smells delicious. Okay. So then I like to do for presentation is just kind of twist the lemon, peel, and you kind of squeeze it a little bit. I don't know if you can see it or not, but you can see the lemon oil coming out from the peel. Just a little bit, that's all you need. Now you could drop that in there, but I don't think I'm going to because I prefer the pimento stuffed olive. Boom. Now you don't want one, you don't want two, you don't want three of these in your drink. You don't want them on a spear, boom, on the side.
Oh, look, it's the meal.
Guess what? If you want a meal, buy a meal. A martini is not a meal. It's a drink, okay? Boom! I take one, I drop it right down the pipe. Un, deux, trois, bombs away, bombardier, boink. There it is. And guess what? You don't eat it during the drink. If you have 3 olives, you don't go, oh, this is delicious. No, you want that's like at the end. It's like the dessert for the perfect martini. You want to hold the drink by the stem, just like a glass of wine, but wine's for sissies. All right, you take this, and now you're ready to toast. And I like to toast. Here's to the holidays, all 365 of them. See you next time, Pally.